In our last video, we visited Sea Turtle Lagoon in Tabogon, Cebu. We were so impressed with Tabogon, one of the smaller, less traveled towns of North Cebu, that we wanted to come back as early as possible the next time we went out. So we went to bed early and set our alarms for 4 a.m. the next day. It's about 5:30 a.m. right now. We planned to head out at 5 a.m. but it didn't quite work out. We're not too far behind that, but we want to head out early because we're heading back up to Tabogon, where we were at in our last vlog. Our last vlog was actually 2 weeks ago because last week was my birthday, so we took the week off. But there's a lot more up there we want to explore. We need to head out early because last time it took us like over 2 hours to get up there, and we want to try to beat traffic as best we can. We'll see what happens, and even if we don't, at least we'll be there much earlier. Let's head out. Long way to go since we're going from Liloan, but it should be an awesome day. Funny story! We had already gone all the way through Liloan. We were almost all the way through Compostela, and then I realized I forgot this camera and we had to turn around and go back and get it. I probably wasted like, I don't know, it's probably like 40 minutes at least wasted. I was very, very upset, but we're getting close, so let's just keep going. We're nearly there. We're in Tabogon. Tabogon. I don't know why this one's hard for me. We just passed the Sea Turtle Lagoon, which is where we were at last episode, and we're heading to our first stop now. It is a beautiful, beautiful day out. Yeah, not a cloud in the sky. Do you know where we're going first? No. Okay, it's a surprise. Let's go. Ew. You ever seen something like that, Isa? Oh boy, holy crap, that is steep. Wow. Dude, that's our first stop. Can we still walk on that thing? That looks pretty unsafe. Dude, that looks horribly dangerous. Holy crap, I don't think anyone's walking on that. Well, we arrived at our first stop, which is this hanging bridge back here, but I definitely don't think anyone's walking on that anytime soon. Unless they want to like really risk their life. That is the most falling apart hanging bridge that we have, I think, ever seen. That's worse than the one in Bontok. It's beautiful though, and the rest of this area is crazy beautiful. Oh man, I don't see a beach really to go in, but the like rocks and cliffs here are stunning. The bridge had in fact been blocked off. No one is allowed to walk on it anymore. It's really too bad, as if nothing else, it's a nice little tourist attraction. We knew that this is also supposed to be a mangrove park, but we really didn't see any way of going back to see the mangroves. But we explored as best we could. Either way, the area is breathtaking. So obviously we can't go on the bridge because it's like falling apart. But we do also know that you can go on this river, though I don't know if you start here. There's a lot of boats here, so maybe you do if you just ask around. Or like further up somewhere. I'm not really sure. So we'd really love to go on the river today, but we asked some guys here, Isa asked some guys here if they know anything about it, and they didn't. I know there's a place you can go on it because I did read about it, but we don't know where to look because we don't have any data. So I can't really look it up, and they didn't even know where to go look. So honestly, it doesn't really look like any of the things we came here for are actually still doable. We're gonna just drive our way up, explore more in this barangay, which is this barangay, and see what we can find. Let's just wander. We drove around the area for over an hour, just letting ourselves get lost and see what we could find. The views were really beautiful, with an almost constant view of the ocean. But other than that, we weren't able to see a lot since most of the beach had been blocked off. So we're just driving around like the back roads that are like by the beach, but now we can't go to the beach because, how do you say it? I can't say this word, guys.
Emlulier.
What the F? Emlulier. Emlulier.
You can just say Emlulier.
Emlulier.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's this huge corporation here. They're like a money transfer thing. Anyway, you'll see them all over the place if you're in the Philippines. But they own all this property here. That's why this wall's here. It's supposed to be like the most beautiful beach over there. I've seen it online, and apparently people used to be able to get there at some point because I've seen pictures of just tourists going there. I don't know, we can't find a way in. I think we're just gonna keep going forward. I think we're actually almost in Bogo at this point. But we're just wondering right now. We're just exploring. I don't know what we're gonna find, if it's gonna be worth it or not, but this is what you do. I need to be honest with you guys. Isa and I are really wishing we didn't have to travel the way we travel right now. We wish we could just get a hotel somewhere around here and do it that way, because this having to drive all the way up here and then explore and then not even know if we're gonna find something cool that we're looking for. I don't know. This is just not the best way, but it's all we've got for right now. So let's keep wandering. All right, actually change of plans. This road is bad. It's really, really sketchy. Isa was trying to tell me that, but I looked on the map and I could see that there's some resorts like just ahead, but you must have to come into them from the other side because no way. And we haven't seen anyone else drive past. I don't even think locals like to use this road if they don't have to. So I guess we're just gonna go back up and we'll continue with the other things we had planned for today. There's another very beautiful hidden beach in this area, but we decided before we would try to find it that we would drive to the city of Bogo to get food since we were already very close. Of course, Google Maps took us on the most out-of-the-way scenic route it could, but I'm not complaining. We got to pass through a lot of the municipality of Tabogon that we otherwise would have never seen. But after arriving in Bogo, something else happened.
See? A lot of them don't know.
Yeah. We're in Bogo City, which is the most northern city in all of Cebu. All the way at the tip, almost. And we came up here because we just wanted to get something to eat really quick before we went to our next beach. As we were going through the city, headed toward the Gaisano to look for what they have to eat there, we got pulled over by traffic officers, 3 of them.
We always get pulled over by traffic officers.
And I was actually filming it on my GoPro. Isa filmed it on here. She pulled it out. She's like, well, we're getting pulled over. And they asked to delete it. They're like, we don't want our faces in it, delete it. We went the wrong way on a one-way because I'm in the wrong. I'm not gonna say I'm not. But what happened, the reason I did it was because I was following the GPS. Yeah, and it just put us on that road. And then we did see the sign that says no entry on our way out. No, on our way out, we saw the sign that said no entry. But it's like a really small sign. It's clearly very easily missed because when we were leaving as well, they're pulling over other people. Like they just wait there because clearly people go down there on accident all the time.
And we got pulled over by traffic officers and they told us that this road is one way, you shouldn't turn here, and that we're gonna get a citation ticket. And the citation ticket, they're gonna forward it to LTO, and we just have to settle it in the Bogo Municipal Hall. And we were like, because it's Sunday today, so they're saying that it's fine, maybe you can go on Tuesday because tomorrow is actually a holiday. So we cannot go to the municipal hall, and I said like, oh, okay, because we're still from Liloan, so we don't, you know, how are we gonna be able to like do this? We're from Liloan. then from that point they were like, oh kiss, I'm sorry, we didn't know that you're from Luluan. And then they took the citation ticket back and they're like, okay, we'll just like let this go for now, but just remember next time when you come here, remember that this is a one-way road.
But they also saw that we were vloggers. They're like, oh, vloggers? And he was like, yeah. And they're like, okay, delete us. Don't show us. So I was down to show them anyway if they were gonna still give us the ticket, but they let it go, so we deleted it. You won't be seeing anyone here. Thank you guys if you see this for letting us go. But now we're just going to some random beach that I found on the map. I have no idea what it is. It could be terrible. We arrived at where Teresa's beach is pinned on Google, but it just said it's private property. After getting home, I read it's a private resort. Well, that's what happens when you pick a spot at random, I guess. So instead, we decided to head home, but stopped to explore Barangay Caduawan in Tabogon on the way. This area is supposed to be the Batanes of Cebu. And it's beautiful. The road down here is actually where you're supposed to go. We didn't originally plan to come here today, so you're supposed to like fly the drone on it. It looks really good. So we'll probably come back here at some point and do that. The reason I don't fly is because we used the battery earlier at the bridge and we couldn't get an extra battery. We'll have to return at some point to explore Caduawan properly, as rain forced us out. All in all, our big day in Tabogon went nothing like we expected. It wasn't the fault of Tabogon. The municipality is really beautiful. There was just a lot that went wrong, and a lot of it didn't even make it into this video, as it would have dragged it down. But sometimes you have weird little off days when you travel. What's important is to remember that it's just one day, and you still have tomorrow and the next day to find something amazing. See you in the next one. Keep wondering.